just get the audio share for you.
There we go. Yeah, we're sitting next to each other on the couch, but we've got separate sets of headphones so that there's no echo.
Yes.
So she's just gonna stream the audio back over to me. And
You should be able to just connect to that now.
just a sec.
Hi, Boost.
No, it doesn't want me to yet. Hang on.
Just stripping all the fat off my legitimately obtained game.
Thank you.
There we go. We're in business, people. There we go. Yeah, I don't know.
Awesome.
There we go. I don't know what the deal is with why that happens every now and again.
I have two theories.
Yeah?
One theory, and I'm kind of hoping this is what it is because it would be an easy fix. We have a little, like, We are in our basement of
That's
our
right.
house, and we have a little Wi-Fi extender down here, and my computer is hooked by Ethernet to that Wi-Fi
That's
extender.
right.
My theory is that when it breaks, it doesn't know how to resolve itself, so I have to
Yes.
reset the computer. My other theory is that my computer hasn't been cleaned in so long that something is overheating in there that is making the internet disconnect.
And that's the thing. We really gotta deep clean that poor little girl over there.
Yeah, her like spots on her bottom, on her back, are all full of dust, just caked to the brim, and it's not acceptable.
No, I can tell you, even sitting from the couch over here, I'm like, oh, that poor girl, she's dusty.
Yeah, I have neglected her. I'm really bad at cleaning.
Well, hey, how about, I got
Better than
an
stickers.
appointment at 3. Let's
Doesn't
see
that sound
if we can
amazing?
clean her tomorrow.
A feast.
Yeah, make a day of it.
Aren't you glad I told you all about it?
You know I am, Oogie. That's a wonderful idea.
I knew it was a good word. I was so excited
Oh,
when I heard
okay.
it that I nearly fell over.
Oh, be
I
quiet,
wonder
little
what
boy.
food you'd have at a feast. Stickums flavor stickums. Maybe
I don't know about a-
stickums in black coffee.
Oh, I don't know,
So
Oogie.
many yummy
I don't
things.
know about that.
Oh my paws.
Oh my balls.
Oh my
What's the
paws.
food you might have at a feast?
Food you might have at a feast. I would eat roast beast.
Roast beast.
And having reformed from my Grinch-like nature, I would be allowed to carve the roast beast.
Roast beast. Roast beast. Roast beast. It sounds amazing.
It
Do
does,
you
doesn't
think
it?
if Cary Grant had a feast, they'd have roast beast?
That's
Good one,
exactly the
buddy.
way kids go about the world,
literally.
just putting all the new concepts and words they know put together.
You know what? I think Cary Grant would love some roast beast.
So it would be a feast even for Cary Grant.
That's right.
Wow.
Even for him.
Even for a
Even for
celebrity.
him?
That must be a very special food. That's settled then.
I literally always thought
We'll have roast beast.
in Chuck
getting
Jones'
fuzzies again. Let's
Grinch
talk
animated
again soon.
special, I thought like the actual way the roast beast looks at the oh.
Shut the fuck up, our friendship level is
I
going
know,
up.
I know, this is serious.
Oh god.
Oh my god, Oogie seems to like you more than ever.
That's all I ever wanted to
This is huge.
hear. This is huge. This is massive, people.
But at the end, like after the Grinch has his heart nearly explode, but then it's in a medical emergency,
Yeah.
when he carves the roast beast, I always thought that looked yummy as fuck.
Absolutely.
Rallyland.
Yeah.
I just remembered something really important.
What's that, my
I
dear?
actually have some important work to take care of.
Oh, he's so proud.
Really important work. But I can't remember what.
Oh, I know,
exactly
man.
was
It's like
left to
that.
do.
Yeah.
It happens to the best of us,
It
sweetheart.
does.
Do you have any ideas about how to help me remember?
I'm working on it myself, hon.
Maybe that has something to do with it. Look at this.
Yeah?
Yeah?
A key!
A key!
Whoa.
Where did you
That is
get
the
that?
key to the city.
It was in my box with
That's right, it did come in the box.
That's a key.
It's, do we just want to call it a key?
I don't see why not.
Right?
Feels like lying to him here would It would just be very strange.
Right?
Like, calling lollies something else is cute, but this is just... That's just a key.
Right? Were I to lie about this somehow, it wouldn't just be cruel, it would be strange.
It opens
Exactly.
something, doesn't it?
It must.
Maybe that's what I need to do. Open something. Hee hee. Alright. Time to open something. But what exactly am I supposed
That was a
to
good
open?
sound effect.
It was. Well, hon, a
Oh.
key needs a
I
lock.
have a great idea. I need friends. Then
Oh.
I'll have people to help me work out what I need to open.
Well, now you all
This
know what
really
you're
big
here
fat
for.
Functionality comes in.
Right,
Are you right?
Yeah,
Yeah, it must be.
people who help you when you're in a squeeze. If I had friends,
That's good.
I'd find out what I need to open in no time.
We do have friends. We're right
Okay,
here.
We're right here.
Alright, let's go and find some friends.
Let's go and find some
Yeah, all right.
friends.
Do I have, a, choice?
Sure.
That's really funny.
Right. That's okay. So this is us being introduced to the going outside function. Right?
Very cool.
Friends, let's go and make some friends.
That's right, hon.
I'm excited.
Me too. Oh,
It's just paper cutouts out here.
it's just cardboard cutouts.
Right, and there were loads of human children, but no players like
Oh.
me. I couldn't find any friends.
No.
We'll find. Yep.
Yep, no
friends for you.
Yep. No friends for you.
Sorry, friends are for human children.
Well, I didn't find any friends, but I tried my best today.
You could be
I
friends
did
with
well,
human children
didn't I?
too, you know.
Right, and didn't I? Didn't I?
Of
You
course
did
you
amazing.
did, hon.
Might stroke me to make me feel better.
Of
Oh,
course.
of course, hon.
Hee hee.
Oh
I love it when
god.
you stroke me.
I'm
I'm
gonna
feeling all
I'm
warm
gonna
and fuzzy now.
vomit.
I'll keep on trying to find friends. Then I'll be sure to remember something about what I need to do.
Now I'll be really mad if this
Uh-oh,
game
stars.
Whoa. If this game locks any major function behind a street pass type thing, I will be very angry.
Yeah, that would suck.
Surely not. Surely not. That
Surely
would make a
not,
lonely child
right?
just feel like
Right.
shit.
Yeah, right.
But we can now go out, collect stars by talking to and taking care of Oogie. You can use stars you earn to grow plants in the garden.
Oh, goodness.
Let's go ahead and save, and then let's go outside.
Yeah.
Exactly. If you saw a living teddy bear in the park, what are you supposed to do except approach him and have fun?
Yeah, I can't...
I know this is how they guilt trip the 6-year-old. There's like some little 5-year-old with like snot and tears streaming down their face, and they're like, "Mom, can we get my friends at school to play Daddy?" The parents just like, "Oh, son of a bitch, not this again." Marketing is a nefarious evil.
Let's go out.
Nefarious
I
evil.
love the
That's
music in
redundant,
this
right?
game.
I know, it's so cute. I have such a soft spot for this exact kind of like casual life sim
Yes.
of this era type. I don't know. I don't really know what to call it. It is very post Shibuya K type of music.
Mm-hmm.
It is so early to mid 2010s specific. It is the exact kind of composition you see in this era of style sallies.
Yeah.
You know?
Speaking of, I was just about to bring that up.
Yeah.
We are definitely going to start playing some DS fashion games. DS and 3DS.
Yeah, I was shy about the idea because I was like, oh, who would want to see that? And the kid
Everybody
was
will
like-
love to see it. Because
I
he's
love
so
style
good at
savvy.
it. He's you literally have the best fashion sense out of like anyone I know, save maybe like 2 or 3 people
See-
in our like friend group.
She says this. I wore my Croc slides outside today.
Oh, who gives a shit? Come on.
No, you're right.
Like that
you're
has
right.
anything to do with your fashion sense.
You're right. I'm decent at coordination.
I mean, that's the thing. When you're given the tools, nobody's good at fashion when they're broke and can't afford clothes.
I suppose that's true.
That's why it's fun to watch you play fashion games.
Right. touch water to use the pump and water your plants. This will use 20 stars. Gather them when they're ready.
Okay.
So what? I wonder what... I see. You can zoom in on a patch of land, plant seeds, select fertilizers, and... Yo, the electric guitar right here, though.
Yeah, yo.
We're rocking out on the garden. Nice little swingy blues beat.
I really take a second to soak in those textures. You're not supposed to be zoomed in that much.
No, definitely not. That's hilarious.
Oh, hey, Hudson.
Hey, Huddy, what's up, bud? He's getting jealous for spending all this time with Teddy.
Mm-hmm.
Plant a seed to grow that plant. If you plant 2 or more seeds in one plot, you can grow new plants of a higher rarity.
Yeah? I don't know if you heard that, folks, but Hudson just very meekly went up to me and went,
Yeah. Hopped up on the couch now. He's just tentatively, awkwardly standing between us, trying to figure out what the hell we're doing.
yeah, I'm gonna get some pets.
I think if we try to plant, can you plant? But I wonder. Okay, no, it has to be 2 of. Okay, either 2 of the same or 2 in the same family. I don't know.
Huh.
So then, if I fertilize this, this is getting a bit highbrow for me.
Yeah, this is interesting.
Wow.
This seems dense.
Yeah,
Surprisingly dense for what this has been so far.
Is the date set to be what, like, in situ...
I don't know. I
Hmm.
imagine it should just be set to today's date.
Well, then does June 1st count as spring or summer?
Definitely summer.
Okay. Oh, I need 300 coins anyway, so no.
Like, June is summer, right, people? Like...
I mean, I would imagine.
Right, people? Yeah.
Right,
I agree.
people. Okay, so let's plant the seeds that we have. Hud is now trying to force himself onto my hand with the mouse because I'm spending time with that.
That's these days for sure, yeah.
These days, oh, good lord. Mid-March was fucking slow. Jesus.
Yeah.
Well, enjoying the nice weather. Oh, he just got settled on my lap.
Yeah, he's loafing.
There we go, bud.
At some point, we'll start getting used to the idea of like doing face cams, primarily so that you can see when Hudson is doing this.
Yeah, definitely. Oh my good god.
Oh my
Shut
lord.
I'm sick. Oh my good lord. That was a wonderful little foray into the garden, Teddy. Now that's the thing. I've been resistant to the idea of face cam for a long time because I've enjoyed my privacy for a while, but
Thank you so much for making me toast.
I'm getting to a point where I'm understanding that we have simply
I think you have
entered
special
a
talent
changed
for
world
making
from the
toast.
one
Yeah.
that I expected to live in when I was like even a
Please
teenager.
make
And
me
Yeah.
so
some
I can
delicious
make peace
toast
with
again
that, you know?
sometime.
Exactly.
Oh, he's getting hungry, he says.
Oh yay, let's make him
And
something.
you're also a charming young man, so...
Say it again?
I said you're also a charming young man.
You're also a charming young man.
It's true. It is true.
Right, and question. I'm
Yes?
looking for bears to be my friend, but there's something I can't decide. Do you think it's better to have a big group of friends, or is there too many people?
I think you should have 0 friends. I think it should be just you and me.
I think
And you shouldn't have access to any other people.
not so many plenty and lots is a hilarious.
Yeah.
Plenty and lots, where plenty is a middle ground, is a
Yeah.
hilarious measurement.
I'm thinking in between plenty and lots.
Is it? Yeah, that's
Maybe
right.
in between plenty
That's
and
good.
the mid ground between plenty and lots. So like a quarter through.
Right? Yeah, I'm thinking right here.
Yeah, alright.
I'm thinking.
What I'm feeling.
I'm thinking right here. I think this is what's good for Teddy.
Alright. This is what you should aspire
You're
to.
very popular.
That
I
is
know
so.
why. It's because you're so much fun to
Oh,
be with,
I
right?
don't know, Teddy.
This is
So
true.
Of course
I mean,
everyone wants to be your friend. poo. I need friends to help me with my job.
What's your job,
Think
He
lots
needs
of
to
dear?
network.
friends is
Yeah,
better,
he needs to
or a few
network.
good friends.
His job is trying to figure out what to open with his key that he has.
That's right. Well, I mean, it depends on the. This is a nuanced question, Teddy. It depends on the kind of friends that you're talking about. There are
But
lots
listen, Teddy, if you are ever going to figure out what that key opens, you need lots of friends.
That's right.
You're gonna need a lot of people to figure this one out.
Literally, it's gonna take a lot of bears to
If
screw in this
I have
life.
lots of friends, they can all help me with
That's
my
Exactly.
bingo. That's what we're telling you, huh?
You're a smart
I
one,
wonder
Oogie.
what
You're a smart one,
would work
Oogie.
best.
Oogie.
Maybe if I
Oogie.
gave some
He does
roses
say it
as
with a soft
present.
G,
He
so...
does, and I didn't
Or
notice
maybe
at
I
first.
should stand in front of them and strike a pose like Cary Grant.
This is literally exactly how kids make sense of the world around them.
I can do that.
Like, that's the thing that parent like. I like that too.
Help me remember my real job. I love talking to you, Raleigh, and
Well, I love
it
talking to you
makes me
too.
feel all warm and fuzzy.
Me too, man.
We love you, Oogie. You're a little thing. Seems that Oogie has learned a lot today. Perhaps you can try again on another day.
I see.
So here we are.
maxed out on his learning for the day?
We must be maxed out on his learning for the day. This must be one of those situations where they want you to come back day after day.
Hold on. Okay.
Hmm?
Well, we can go outside, but we should definitely feed him. I think he said he was hungry.
He did say he was hungry, but I'm curious about the
Yeah,
station.
let's go to the station.
Oh, no.
Hey, so I think something special will happen if I dress up like Aladdin. and
Excuse
come here.
me?
We might be able to take a magic carpet to Aladdin City.
He saw TV.
He saw TV.
He watched
saw TV.
Aladdin on TV.
He saw...
Was that it?
I think that was it. That was it for now. Wow.
That was really funny.
But Oogie isn't hungry right now. Perhaps
Oh.
you can cook later. Well, here's the thing.
I must have misinterpreted.
I wonder...
Is the wardrobe still locked?
It might be. Let's find out. Tell you what.
I'm so happy.
If we're locked by day, we could just pause and move forward on the emulator for a day. Or we could just come back to Teddy together on another day. Because
That is true.
I have to say, we've been going at it now for about 2 hours, and I am finding that, like, for my energy tolerance, that is like a perfect window.
Absolutely.
So, like,
Yeah, alright.
we'll
check
see.
the wardrobe
First,
real
let's check
quick.
the
I want
wardrobe.
to see if...
No, we can't change
Alright.
it.
Alright,
Well,
alright.
fellas, we've been introduced to Teddy today, and Teddy has learned a lot about the world around him. He is not ready to change his clothes. That takes a level of bravery he has to work up to.
That's right. Let's go outside one more time. I feel like there was another thing to do.
Yeah, well, I mean, the thing is, the heart is still there, right?
Yeah.
So, let's see.
I think it's just that he's not going to ask us questions anymore. I think we can still keep going for a bit.
Yeah, I think you're right. You mind taking the helm for me again?
Sure, yeah.
Thank you. This
Okay.
ended up being a perfect game for a hurt hand day anyway, because it only requires the mouse.
Yeah.
Because no, yeah, that's right. We have plenty of stars to... Oh, God. To water these plants.
Yeah. Grow and gather the plants. So,
Oh, you can cut it down?
yes.
But it doesn't look...
We're on
I don't know,
our
is
way.
it done?
Examine.
Okay. Still growing. Okay,
Still
okay.
growing. Damn it.
So this is spring soil we're still on. Very nice, very nice.
Yeah, this part...
This part
Maybe it's
feels
just
a little
because-
obtuse.
Yeah, maybe it's just because I haven't been reading all of this, but this feels not super
No, the
intuitive,
thing is,
especially for a little kid's game.
I have been reading this, and it is a little bit strange.
It is. Well,
This is like when I tried to learn like Animal Crossing flower crossbreeding, and I just
Oh
could not
my
be bothered.
god.
Like, this is what this like. This is a good, yeah. This is a very odd thing.
Yeah, no, this part is like, this is the most... I see, I
Okay.
see. So...
But it sure is fun as hell looking. So I don't
Oh,
know.
definitely. So, I'm getting it
Like when you
now.
press the button and shit happens.
How ready they are is not dependent on time, it is dependent on water, and each watering is 20 stars, and we get stars from just taking care of them. This
alright,
makes
and
sense
then we
now.
get money for We've completed a challenge.
I love this era of 3DS stuff where like all of the backgrounds have like lace and polka dot and gingham and like quilt stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. But like, so Animal Crossing, like flower crossbreeding has always been somewhat obtuse. It became utterly unforgivable in New Horizons. I have been bitter about it for, well, since it came out, 5 years now. And, I mean, because in the original games, it was at least somewhat intuitive. Like, there was always some weird stuff going on behind the scenes from what I understand with, like, the genes of the flowers.
Mm-hmm.
But if you understood like some basic color theory and you were willing to experiment, it did not take you longer than like a full like quote-unquote complete game, I suppose, to really figure out how to figure out how to
Now we
breed
can go to
rare
Warcraft.
flowers. There we go. New Horizons introduced so many like actual like insanely obtuse flower gene mechanics that I will never forgive them for it.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
And what are these obtuse mechanics? Because I think of all Animal Crossing things, I think
literally,
flowers are like the thing I at least interact with.
yeah, no, like it is so fucking complicated that I don't trust myself to be able to tell you. I'm literally just gonna go to the wiki and like give you an idea. Like, give me just a second here.
I trust you.
I test you. It is so. Oh my god, hang on.
I'm just gonna do some gardening while you look that up.
Yeah, no, go right ahead.
I may or may not transition into a different game. I might play a little bit of Spelunky after we stop with this.
Yeah, go right ahead. You do whatever you want once we're winding down.
Yeah.
I can definitely tell like I've hit like the peak of my energy and it will be like slowly waning from here, but I'm still good.
Yeah. I'm getting us the big bucks.
Yeah,
right
baby.
now. You typically don't grow dandelions on purpose. They're usually weeds.
Right?
But
yeah.
Alright. I guess if you're a little kid, a dandelion's just a pretty flower.
Well, yeah, and that's also
Which,
the other thing.
that
A
is what
weed
it
is
is.
a social distinction, not
Exactly.
a taxonomical one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the thing is, in the previous Animal Crossing games, hybrids were, like, determined by, like, the actual mixing of the flowers as they were planted. Like, the, like, quote-unquote genes of those flowers don't change after they're in the fucking ground. You know, you don't have to worry about that. The thing is, like, in Animal Crossing New Horizons, even flowers of identical colors will have different genes. And beyond that, the amounts that they are likely to hybridize and reproduce is contingent on how much they are watered in a given day, which is made to incentivize people coming to your island on the daily, which is very dirty, by the way.
Very dirty, yeah, I remember this now.
Yeah, like, if you have, like, if there are no visitors for the day, like with a watering can rate, your production chances are like 5%. If you get like 5+ different villagers from other islands watering your shit, it's like an 80% chance. That's how heavily weighted it is.
Okay, you can do
The
multiple.
actual flower genes in Animal Crossing New Horizons are so infuriatingly obtuse that they are long lists of numbers on the wiki. Long lists of numbers that are all combinations of 0, 1, and 2. And, like, oh, it's just a headache. I'm literally Bruce.
I think I ducked out as soon as I saw that.
Say it again?
Like, I think I ducked out as soon as I, like, because I was trying to get, like, oh, I want purple flowers, right? You know, I want blue flowers. And I go to the wiki, and it's like, 1, 2, like, and it's just like a grid of numbers, and like
It's
like
insulting.
forget it.
Yeah,
Like
it's like it's
forget it.
more based on like real life
this
flower
is to like make
genetics.
Nookazon a thing. that
Yeah,
people
literally,
use.
that's the thing. I was fucking going to
And that's
Nookazon
it.
just to be like, can someone just get me a damn purple hyacinth?
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Ugh.
And that was some people's day job.
Oh,
To make-
yeah.
just to
Challenge
make flowers
complete.
for people.
We gathered the tree.
And we got Appleseed 3.
Yeah.
You're kicking ass at this gardening thing, that's for certain.
Thanks, baby.
I
You can
love
just, you can
his-
just keep going, huh?
Yeah,
it
literally,
doesn't
they...
seem- it seems to just
I
be
expected this to be
contingent.
time gated at some point.
Yeah, it's gated based on the number of stars you have. So
Yeah.
like watering costs stars, and you
Yeah.
get stars from interacting with
So
Betty.
you can water
Oh,
flower
I
plants.
see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see this.
I was expecting it to be like a time thing as well, but no,
Yeah.
this is purely based on your interactions with it.
Yeah.
That is such a strange jingle. It doesn't
I
sound like I
know.
did something right when it gives that.
I know. This is perhaps the strangest game mechanic we've seen in Teddy so far.
Yeah, I'm excited to keep exploring this. It feels like there's a lot to do.
No, yeah, this is. We should make a habit of this.
Yeah.
I think that Oogie. Well, the thing is, it takes a village.
That's right.
It can't just be you and me.
It takes a Twitch chat.
It takes a Twitch chat to raise an Oogie. The rap sounds like King of the Hill.
does, yeah. I didn't know what happens if I try to plant 2 trees in the same spot. That's one
Well,
thing
that's the
that-
thing. It told you that if you plant 2 seeds in the same one, it will give you something of higher rarity. Or has a chance to.
Oh, okay.
So give that a shot.
Yeah, alright.
And if you run out of stars, well, we've got to go take care of a little boy.
That's right.
I love his vehicle. His watering can vehicle.
I don't want to do that. I just want to get it.
We're making big money right now. And we got a seed from you.
Nice. Alright. Just keep doing it.
Yeah, baby. Let's just garden until we can't garden no more.
Yeah. Let's exhaust our little Teddy.
Yeah, let's garden until we're all
You'll
garden
understand the value of a good hard day's work.
Oh, it's never better than to collapse into bed than whenever you've had a good
Let's work that
long, hard
flesh
day
to the
of work.
bone.
Yeah.
Right? That's absolutely correct.
We're really raising him the Protestant way. Getting that good work ethic drilled in at a time they're so young that it's going to lord over them with worry for the rest of their lives.
Yeah. Alright. Yeah, we don't have anything left. Alright.
And that means we've got to go spoil our little fella.
That's right. It says we have more to do outside, though. Let's talk to our boy first.
Yeah, let's talk to him.
Talk to our Uji.
Yeah, to our Uji.
It feels great. I'm so happy. You're there
Oh, his
when you-
meter's full again. He can ask another
Yay.
question. Let's see what data he'd like to harvest from us this time.
Oh, wait. I think he is out of questions to ask for today.
No, that's right. His meter's full.
Raleigh, and it's you. There's something I wanted to ask you about.
Yeah.
You know how I'm looking for friends?
Uh-huh.
Well, it doesn't seem like there are any other teddy bears that can move around like me. That's
I
what
see.
I wanted
You are a
to
pretty
ask you
special
about.
case, my dear.
Do you have any other stuffed animals, Raleigh, and
We do.
We do. We got plenty.
you do? Yay, maybe there's a friend for me. Do you have teddy bears or different animals?
We have a few teddy bears.
But we mostly have different animals.
But I'll say that we have bears. Because that is what he's asking.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, really, there are other teddy bears in this house. Can your teddy bears move like me? If they do, we can be friends.
Actually, yeah, one of the ones that we've got over there is,
We'll ask them.
I'll ask them.
Yes,
One of the little teddy bears that we've got on our bookshelf over there is a kid's childhood teddy bear, Blue Bear.
We got Blue Bear and we got Gregory.
Yeah, Gregory,
is
which
a
are
bear that my mom made for me.
yeah.
Well, she made it and she was like, "This one looks bad," and I was like, "I want it."
Yeah, no, we were like, we want him. He's hilarious, and we named him Gregory, and he now sits at the top of the bookshelf with the only gag Funko Pop we own because they did make a Sly
No,
Cooper.
we own 2 Funko Pops.
Do we?
We own a Betty Boop
That's
Funko
right.
Pop.
Yeah,
We have Sly Cooper and Betty Boop.
we have Sly Cooper and Betty Boop. That's right. That's right. It's specifically the nurse Betty Boop. I couldn't say no.
By the way,
How could you?
I mean, right? Fuck Funko Pops, but every now and then there's one that's like, oh, well,
Yep.
that's my boo-boo.
I was.
I thought you would be. I remember they
But
told
yeah, we
me
keep
at the factory to be
the Sly
careful.
Funko up there.
Well,
too.
hey, no, hold on.
Hang on.
You told us that you didn't remember anything before we opened the box.
That's right. He's been lying to us.
I don't trust him anymore.
Uh-uh.
But there's
Something nefarious is going on
Something
here.
very strange.
about living with me.
It's pretty cool.
I'm happy.
It's normal.
It's normal.
It seems
I
like a
like
lot of work.
I'm happy.
I'm very happy.
Grill him on it.
I feel the same way.
Yeah, dimming all the lights and like leaving only one overhead that we can drag down and put right over him.
Honest, I know it was all very
Tie him to a chair.
You're right.
You know what?
Where's
I'm
Mr.
really
Krabs?
glad that my new home is with you in Kid World. Let's have a lot of fun together from now on.
You back, buddy? Well, give me just a sec, 'cause I actually gotta run to the restroom again.
All right.
Be right back.
I want to pet this little guy a little more. I want to poke his little belly. I love him. He's everything to me.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Teddy. I want to go and take a look at the wardrobe, because we have something to put him in now. Fashion. Oh. No. No.
I mean, I'm no like fashion guy, but I mean, it's nice.
It's cute. It's so cute, though. It's a
Nice.
dress.
Oh, I just noticed the little tulips up there. Oh, that's cute. Okay.
Oh. No, it's not okay. I want to save.
I wonder if this suits me.
Okay, I have to click change for it to apply.
That's
Can
a
you
strange
change your
word to
colors?
choose.
No. There's just Teddy Brown for now. I'll get more later.
We can unlock colors. I see.
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be like you can just kind of go crazy.
Yeah.
Oh,
I know.
The color wheel
I
or
know.
oh, son of a gun!
Surprise!
Lord
Surprise.
alive!
I know.
Oh, I'm gonna lose my mind. Oh, his little
Oh, no.
No, God.
Oh, my chest hurts.
He's trying to get that shit up there. Oh my god. Yeah, I just like a tear fell from my eye. Watching him trying to
Really? Like,
open the fridge in
I
that
came
little dress.
back and I saw him in his little Dutch dress.
But I'm a teddy bear, so I'm neither a boy or a girl.
We have more in common than you think,
I
Oogie.
look more like.
Oh,
Aw, man, you got two. I don't want to enforce gender roles on my child.
right? That's up to you,
You're
Oogie.
hitting me.
I guess we've been saying little boy and saying he,
Yeah.
so
Let's go with the boy.
A boy.
But that doesn't mean you can't wear your
It's
lovely
great to
Dutch
be friends with
dress.
boys and girls.
That's
That's
right,
right.
honey.
Dude,
One
that's
plus
so
one bear
true.
friends is they can eat lots of roast beast.
That's
That's
And then
right.
they grew into big bear friends.
That's
That's
right.
right.
So I can help you with anything you need. Just like Bruce.
Oh.
I'm going to
I
be
forget.
on this
I keep
bear
forgetting
now.
about that, and then he
Just
says
Me
it. I'm like, oh god damn it, I'm a part of his world.
So many things
Yeah.
Fun, fun, fun.
Fun, fun, fun indeed, my little boy. Oh.
Introduce.
Introduce. That must be like
It
the.
must be like a street pass thing.
Either that or
something.
spot pass.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
imagine.
Let's see. I can water the garden one more time.
That's right, you can. Oh, his little dress. Oh, we can go to the shops.
Hey.
That's
Yeah, we have
new.
plenty of money from. Oh yes.
Oh.
There we go. This is where we fucking go.
Okay.
Oh man. Okay, first things first. I want.
It's all about
want
it's all
fashion.
about the fashion, baby. Oh, I love the design for all of this.
Oh my lord. All right, we've got 1,500.
All right, let's
we
take
gotta
a
pick
look
what
here.
We want carefully.
Yeah, that's right.
Let's take a look through all of these and then take a look at the other things and see how we want to allocate our money.
That's right. That's right.
Oh, this is limited. This is limited time.
Oh no.
Okay, well we need to buy this. It's limited time.
Fashion, yeah, raw, fashion baby, work it, move that bitch crazy. Oh, Oogie.
Oh.
I'm gonna lose my boy. I know.
I know.
I know. I'm losing my mind.
It's just
a baby pink
unreal.
clover. Oh, and his little ballerina shoes.
Oh.
You
No.
can't be serious. Just quit.
Oh god.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
We have to leave.
Okay. I'm literally tearing up. I'm so mad.
Oh. Alright, let's get him some. What did we call these?
We called them. Did we call them sweetums?
Something.
Or-
No, I think that's what we called them last time.
Stick 'em.
No.
Stickums.
Stickums.
That's right.
Yeah. We had to. Yeah. We had to reset the compy just for a sec because the internet had a hiccup. So we've been going
Yeah.
for about 2 hours.
Yeah, closing in on.
These, when they say limited, I wonder if it's like seasonal based on date. You know?
Oh, it's based on time of day of the week.
I
Interesting.
see. How cute.
Alright, well I definitely want
Peach, fruity, and berry.
peach, fruity, and berry. Well, let's get a nice heart one.
Yeah, let's get a
For our
little.
little
Let's
guy.
get a fruity stickum.
You can only buy one flavor a day. Interesting. Yay.
Aww.
Each, if you give Oogie enough lollies, you'll
You will
unlock
unlock
new
new
colors.
Yeah, the cones in your eyes will do some crazy shit. You will begin to see new things. It's going to be a little bit strange for you, but don't be afraid. Oogie is only helping you to see the world the way it was meant to be seen.
Let's take a look in the garden. Ooh, okay, so these are relatively cheap.
Very good. Yeah.
Let's get some.
Yeah, let's go ahead and yoink one of everything we don't have, right?
Yeah, all right. I think that's reasonable.
Or, you know, within your preference. If it doesn't call out.
The hell is an aubergine?
Say it again?
That's an eggplant. Oh, I was
Yeah.
asking what the hell an aubergine was. That was
Yeah,
an
yeah, no.
eggplant.
Yeah, is that what they call?
Do they generally
eggplants
call
and-
eggplants aubergines in Europe?
Yeah,
I guess folks call things different words in other places.
yeah, I never heard that one before though.
They do love
Are
to
they
do
the
that.
same thing? Can you look it up for me, hon?
I will. Let's find out together. I love the harmonica on this track. Oh my
So
god.
Yeah, we had my internet loves to just go down at random times for no reason.
Yeah, I trust Pat. He says it's Eggy P.
It's Eggy P? I gotcha.
I would love a good eggplant.
Yeah.
I actually hate eggplants. I don't like eating them, but I like them like symbolically.
I
because
literally
it's still
cannot
I like
remember the
looking at them
last
'cause
time
they're
I ever
fucking
had one in
awesome.
my mouth.
That's
I would
true.
need to try one again.
The last time I had eggplant, I had like fried eggplant, and it was not to my liking.
Let's give it a try again. Let's be brave.
Well, yeah,
Let's
I'm sure there's some way that we
yeah.
can.
Eggplant, aubergine, they're also called brinjal, or is that baigan or baigan?
Huh.
But all names for the same thing.
All right. Well, now that we've bought everything else, now we can splurge on fashion.
That's right. Oh, honey. Oh my god, Pat, that sounds delicious.
Yeah, no eggplant, tomato sauce.
No, I bet we could really find it in our hearts and our palates to love eggplant. We just gotta give it a try. Oh, the argyle, and there's bows on the little. Shut up.
Okay, we gotta get that one.
Uh-huh. And then
All right, we got enough money to get maybe one more thing.
yeah, we can probably. Oh, can we please get the bow?
We did get this bow.
Oh, we did.
Yeah.
Okay, thank goodness. Then how about we get the argyle bow to match the argyle sweater?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is that this one?
Yes.
All right. Are we sure we don't want like shoes or something?
Oh, I guess you're right. Let's see. And come to think of it, if we did the baby pink shoes and the baby pink bow, we could tie both of those into the outfit with the argyle, and it probably wouldn't clash too much.
Yeah. All right. Let's do that.
Yeah. Oogie, you are about to get your shit tricked out so custom.
In a way,
a
that
lot
is
of them
lovely.
did harmonica
Yeah.
and also lots of concertinas. Which like a lot of people
And then the Switch era, they fucking fell in love with the electric guitar.
oh my god,
And
the
it
Switch they
doesn't
would
sound
not
good.
leave. In the Switch era, they would not leave electric guitars and obnoxious big band brass alone.
Oh yeah. No, I mean like when they did like Mario Odyssey and that like worked so well on so many people, the like unearned grandiosity of modern
Literally,
Nintendo really
they
came
just
into, like,
never
fruition.
let it go. But in the DS and the Wii era, absolutely, harmonica and concertinas, which a lot of people called an accordion sound, which they're right, but not quite. It's but that is what they were picking up on, was the concertina. Those two showed up a lot over and over in the DS and Wii era, and I do have a particular fondness for it. Oh, Oogie, your shit is tricked out so custom.
Wow.
100%. Twee consoles is exactly right. And whenever you think about like the mid 2000s to the early 2010s, that was like the indie Twee era, you know? Like, people were still looking back on Juno very fondly.
Yeah.
Well, I say looking back on, they were enjoying Juno actively.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying Juno's a bad movie, I'm just saying that it is a time capsule, you know?
Good lord, I forgot about Juno.
I know,
Yeah, right?
right? I usually do, and then I
Oh.
remember it, and I'm like, yeah, that was a weird one, but not a bad one. It was just a time capsule, you know?
Absolute time capsule.
Oh!
Brilliant.
Catchphrase that he seems to only use when he gets stickums.
Oogie likes his strawberry lolly.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, thank God you... Oh, his little shoes and his bow. And we'll find him a dress that matches a little better, but right now this is
I haven't been able
perfect.
to find any friends yet. I envy you for having a friend of yours in your life.
He's really trying to lay it on
Is
thick
it
that we're
Yeah,
supposed to
man.
be.
I hope he stops like being so upset about this soon, because I mean,
It's pretty hard finding friends.
Yeah.
No,
much
no, it's
about it.
so-so.
So. I find it a little difficult.
You fall into it when you least expect it to happen, in my
Yeah, let's
experience.
do.
I won't
that.
say it's easy. It's hard if you go looking.
So,
Yeah.
you mean it's not really very hard
Finding
or
friends
very
is literally
well,
like
I'm glad it's not hard.
finding someone that you
At
fall in
least I
love
think
with.
I'm looking.
Every single time you go
It's a
looking
shame
for it
I
really
didn't
hard,
find any
it is
friends,
harder than
but
ever. But
something
whenever you're
happened
just like doing
recently.
your shit and being
You know
you,
what it was?
you just fall
When
into
you
it
stroked
like ass
me.
backwards.
I
True as
really
fuck.
like it when you
True
stroke
as
me.
fuck.
Oh, talking about it makes me want to be stroked again.
Oh.
I'll
Would you mind
stroke you,
stroking
man.
my head?
I wouldn't mind at all.
I wouldn't mind at all.
Later, okay?
Later, okay? I can't fit into my schedule right now.
Listen, I'm busy. Busy. I gotta pencil it in.
Yeah, I definitely love being
Yep.
stroked by you.
Yep.
It always makes me
And
feel
yep, I
very
love being stroked by you.
Yep.
I'll have to continue the search tomorrow.
He's
That's
definitely gonna be like, oh, I know, in a few days worth of gameplay time, he's gonna be like, I know, we can find friends through Spot Pass.
Yeah. Let's talk with him one more time.
One more time. And then, tell you what, because I am getting pretty sleepy, do you want to wind down there, and then maybe you can play a little bit of Spelunky together?
I think that sounds good.
Awesome.
I have some good new mods to show everybody.
That's right. One of them cracked me the hell up last night before we went to bed.
Yeah, that'll be the one that I play first.
Awesome.
Something in this house. And then it came to me in a flash. The answer. It has to be the TV.
Well, that'd be a little
If we opened
strange.
the TV, we could go inside it, couldn't we?
No.
We could meet Cary Grant and try shaking hands.
Oh.
Do you think that will impress them?
It's not quite
Still,
how
I
it
got the
works.
key and I tried opening the TV. And what do you think happened?
And how did you go about that? Where did you put it?
You broke the TV.
You broke the TV.
I'm gonna say probably it just didn't open.
That's right. It didn't open. I couldn't find anything that looked like a keyhole. Maybe this isn't a TV opening key. I just
The
thought
key's gonna
it's a
be to
bit
your
like a magic
heart.
treasure chest, so maybe
Yeah, no, I
open
literally,
it.
I do wonder.
It didn't though. Well, I haven't been at your house for very
Now I do
long
wonder.
yet.
I don't
After
know
all,
what that key is supposed
there's lots
to
of time
be
to work out
for
what I'm
in this
supposed to
game.
use the key for.
We'll find
Maybe
out.
it's not in the house at all. I'll try it on some things next time I go out to Kid World. If I
Yeah.
try it on
Kid
enough
World.
things,
Is
it
Kid World
should
what you
open
named the
one
town?
of them.
Yep.
Maybe it'll open a secret room in Kid
It's
World.
It's the
And then
go-to.
inside
It's
you'll
always my
find
go-to. If I don't know what to name my Animal Crossing town, it's Kid World.
Don't worry, Ral, I
The only fun country on earth.
When I find out what it opens, you'll be the first to know.
Stumble home, Hyper. I love living in Kid World, the only fun country on earth.
He gets tired of talking to us.
And that's hilarious. We can even drain his social battery.
I've got a question.
Oh.
How do you write the letters A and Y? They
Aww.
are kind of triangle shaped and pointy, right?
Yeah, just different inverted,
This is a cute
inverted
question.
Write
triangles.
them neatly. After A and Y, I'd like you to show me how to write the letters N and H.
Yeah, okay.
Then, I find K pretty difficult to write.
Oh.
I can write
He wants to
O
write
and V
thank
quite
you.
easily, so I'm happy about that.
Oh my god, I didn't
Oh,
piece that
God.
together.
He wants to write thank you.
Oh wow.
My best.
Okay.
Oh.
I'll make you proud. Ral, I and Vivi. Just watch and see.
I'm gonna throw up.
I'm gonna you.
It's like when a child is like, don't look, it's a surprise, but you already saw it earlier, but you're like pretending that you didn't see it, so you're like playing along with the surprise.
Yeah.
His gratitude.
Oh,
His thankfulness. Alright, let's go outside and do a bit of gardening and then we'll wrap up.
call it. I want to scoop him up and cradle him so bad that my chest hurts.
Oh my lord.
Oh.
Okay, let's garden.
Let's go. Okay, let's garden.
Oh.
I love, like, I genuinely love well-designed kids games. I'm very
Yes.
passionate about them. I love games that, like, meet kids where they're at and do not talk down to them, but, like, you know, are so friendly for how a kid is going to approach game design.
Yeah.
And this is fantastic.
Absolutely.
Challenge complete. Nice.
I'm sad that we didn't get this one in the States.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, again, I get it. Like, market stuff, I guess, but... Boo.
That is such a strange jingle.
It is,
It
isn't
literally makes me think something bad happened to
I
Lotus
know.
Elves.
It's strange. Apple.
Yay!
Gathering up our plants and getting our money up.
That's right.
Getting our pussy up, getting our money up.
Ooh, this looks like a new one.
Yeah, you haven't had a... Yeah, that's right, you bought the green pea, but you haven't harvested it yet.
Damn.
Green pea. Was added to the plant catalog.
Wow! My first vegetable!
My first vegetable!
Yay!
That's another thing. He still hasn't been hungry, but we haven't made pancakes yet. I'm excited to make pancakes for our little boy.
Me too.
Vegetastic green peas. Chickpea seed.
Nice. Yeah, this seems to go on like a kind of vague kid logic of because this was made from 3 apple trees. Apple seeds.
That's very funny and very strange.
Mhm.
Wait,
Is there anyone?
Wait, what? That's great.
Yeah, no. He gave us well, I don't want to say he gave us, but we got cherry seeds from.
No.
No, huh?
I got apple seeds, and I planted because there's a higher chance of getting like a higher rarity item
That's right.
by planting 2 or 3 of the same seeds. So the higher rarity version of apple is cherry
It's
because
cherry?
there's 2 of them.
That's right.
So you plant the apple seeds and it turns into a cherry tree? Is that what you're...
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
kid
multiple-
logic.
Yeah.
That is badass. That is so
That's
badass.
awesome.
That's so cool.
Yeah, you.
Alright, now let's plant some stuff.
That's so fucking funny. Is there anyone here who is botany pilled enough to tell us how closely related apples and cherries are?
Yeah, I can't imagine. Well, they're both fruit.
Well,
I mean,
cherry
like-
is a stone fruit, and that's about the only
That's
botany
about
word I
it.
know. So.
Yeah.
I mean, like, Pat, you got your fuck, I'm forgetting what you got your degree in. Was it specifically entomology? I don't know.
But you
I'm open
you talking to
face.
Patrick?
Yeah, I'm talking
Yeah.
to Patrick. I'm trying to remember if
Yeah,
he got his
might not
degree in.
Might not be tuned in at the moment.
Yeah, he might have something else he's doing. But I can't remember
Patrick,
if
did
he
you
got
learn seeds or bugs?
Patrick, you learned seeds of bugs. No, he definitely. It was not botanical, but I would be surprised if he did not have. Yeah, hey
Yeah.
Pat. We were just asking, what? Yeah, that's right. I thought it was entomology. But I have to imagine you got at least some botanical knowledge along the way. Do you know anything? And it's chill if you don't. But do you know anything about how closely related apples and cherries would be?
Now, Patrick, if you tried really hard, could you make an apple into a cherry?
Okay, Patrick. If you planted 3 apple tree seeds in one plot, what are the chances that it would go into a cherry tree? In your professional
Like at
opinion.
least 2, right? Like at least 2%. Like it's a little.
But no,
Because-
that actually is really good to know. Apples are in with the roses. I didn't know that. Cool. Well, thanks for the knowledge. That... Huh. I guess actually whenever I think about apple blossoms... Oh, they both are. No, that would make sense. I think about apple blossoms and I think about cherry blossoms and how similar those both are.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, like, I have... So, yeah, cherries are roses too. And I have, like, limited knowledge of roses just from the short time that I was a florist. So, like, no, this all does make sense. Well, thank you everyone for putting your heads together. We all learned something.
Yay! I love learning.
And that means that it definitely does make sense that putting more apple seeds in one planting patch would give you cherries.
Yep. Clearly. Challenge complete!
I
Plant
see.
using
Apples
3
are malice and
seeds.
cherries are plums.
I see.
Different genes.
I understand everything now.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that is good to know.
Let's gather that fang.
Yeah, no, a lot of fruits being roses does make sense.
I definitely want to understand more about, like, botany and just, like...
That's the thing, right? Is that while I was a
Plants in
florist,
general.
so much of what I learned wasn't about taxonomy. It was just about the general care of different types of flowers. Because knowing where they came from isn't really as important whenever your job is to water and take care of them.
Exactly.
You know. But I certainly did learn a lot about flowers in that time. Yeah. Oh, I miss being a florist. I know I keep saying it. I've got to... If I can sink the money into just, like, at some point, gathering materials to start making, like, fake flower arrangements, I think it would really scratch an itch for me. Because that was always my favorite part is... I mean, it's sculpture.
Yeah.
You know?
You were so good at, like, coordination.
Thank you. I mean, the thing with a floral arrangement is it's sculpture, it's math, so much of it is specifically rule of threes, and, you know, the beauty of odd numbers, and...
We love those things, folks.
Of course we do. And it's just color theory. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, no, I have heard that. Making really good, cute, like, fake flowers from coffee filters. I've heard that.
That's a good idea.
Very.
I would love to do something like
And with
that.
all the coffee filters that we're fucking going through.
Yeah.
Hey, we've got those number 2s that we don't use because they're
Oh,
too
yeah.
small for the,
That's a
for
good
the coffee
idea.
filter. Let's do something with those.
Play with those.
Yeah.
Alright, I've watered as much as I can. And Teddy's sick of us.
And Teddy's had enough of us for today. So,
We can still go outside though.
what does it want us to do?
I think it was the shop that was sparkling. Let's just check it out one more time.
Yeah,
I think
and
we
then
have a
after
bit more
that,
money now, so
That's right. And after that, we'll sunset with Teddy for today. But
Yeah,
we
let's see
do
if we
plan to
can't
come back
buy
to him on stream.
a top that matches.
Yeah, and leave it to me, please.
Yeah, here you go, here you go.
Please.
You take the reins for now, and then we'll switch over to some Spelunky. Probably won't go for too long. Maybe like, I mean, we'll play it by ear. Could go another hour.
Yeah. None of the bottoms for today. But in terms of tops, because this is that same cool pastel, leaning blue,
that's probably our best bet for matching the pinks.
it definitely will be.
We got plenty of money. Feel free to splurge.
Yeah, let's go ahead and I'll see if I can coordinate another outfit. Aww, gray bow. Oh, the frog hat is June only.
They say we can only buy one lolly per day.
It did.
Yeah.
Oh, and a little boater. No, let's see. If I did, I have
Yeah,
to do the
absolutely.
frog
That
coat.
with I think look in the earrings.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Yes,
that.
you genius.
That's right.
Chef's kiss. That's right. That will go, in my opinion, better with it than the frog
Absolutely.
coat. And in terms of shoes,
Well, that thing already comes with shoes.
that's right. Yeah, no, you're right.
That's bottom.
Let's just save our final 585.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Then when we come back, we'll be able to buy another lolly right away.
That's right.
All right, let's dress them up.
We got some awesome new drip for you, Teddy. I mean, Oogie. You can be both.
I do really like the way that they say well, this is a Teddy, so it's not a boy or a girl. But what do you think?
Exactly.
I
It's
do wish
very
that there was an
cute.
option to just say neither.
Right, me too. I gotta say, right now,
Yeah, you want to stick with this?
well...
We gotta see how.
Oh, but we can do... Yay! We can
Oh.
still keep the earring if we want.
Yeah, the hats and the earrings different. So
Yeah. Let's go ahead. It's maybe a little bit gaudish and...
That's
I mean,
okay.
gaudy and garish. I put those two together. But gaudish. But I think it'll, you know, why not? What's a little kid supposed to do if not dress up every which way? Oh, we'll save right there, and this will be
Yeah,
where we sunset with Oogie today.
that's right.
Let's play together again soon.
I promise, Oogie.
That's
We'll see you
right.
soon. That was delightful.
Can you go ahead and make a save state for me, just for peace of mind?
You know I can.
And it'll be under emulation.
That's right. There
Very
we
good.
go. Perfect.
Alright. Stick around, folks. I'm gonna switch over to Spelunky. I'm gonna be loading mods, which tends to take a second, so...
And in the meantime, also, I am going to grab myself some more water. Where are you at? Do you need some? It looks like you do.
I absolutely need some water, thank you very
Awesome.
much.
Then I will do that for us.
Alright.
I will be popping out, but I was delighted to be a part of his world.
Yeah, thank
Absolutely,
you very,
we
very
were happy
much.
to have you, Bruce. You have a good one.
Yeah,
And I will
see you around.
I will return.
Mhm.
I will check up on how he's doing.
Yay.
Bye bye.
So long. So long.
Alright. Now let's see if opening this will actually work right away, or if it's gonna, like, hang for 10 minutes and then do that thing where it, like, gets a white overlay and asks if it wants to keep trying and then never works if you do. Yeah. I think it got stuck again. It loves doing that. There you go. Okay. Now I've got that beautiful black screen, and I'm gonna wait patiently until it gives me those good starter splash screen, I guess you'd call it. You know the ones. Okay. Are you gonna be nice to me? Oh, well, apparently I have two Spelunky 2s open right now, so I'm gonna close one of those and see what happens.
Alright, I am almost back. I'm putting water down.
Yep. There we go. Beautiful. Okey-doke.
Alright, awesome. How long do you think you want to go for this part? We're getting pretty close to 9 p.m. and I'm gonna need a little bit of rest here soon.
I might go for maybe an hour, maybe a bit less.
Yeah? I
Yeah.
might have to pop out a little bit before that if that's alright with you.
No problem. Yeah. I'll probably just go until you decide we want to stop.
Okay. I'll
Let's say a half hour for now.
okay.
And then
I can
see how I'm
definitely do
feeling.
that.
Mm.
Or at least I think so. Plus, I'm excited to see these
Yeah.
because there we go.
This
There's
is
our
Buff
boy.
Kitty.
Yeah, this is a mod that Kit found last night and downloaded, and it just tickled me to no end.
There are a lot of really good, cute mods. This guy is just incredible.
Oh,
And look at the way he looks up.
the way he looks up is my favorite. I love him so much. He tickles me to no end.
So this guy, this little like,
Yeah,
just
that's
like
right.
little Grim Reaper guy. This is one that I found. This is just like some guy's like little like I think just self-insert character. But this was made with AI.
Yeah,
made
this was a
with
ChatGPT thing, which was
ChatGPT.
fucking surreal.
Yeah, somebody made this guy like
So you loaded him in to see how he would actually function.
yeah, and surprisingly competent, like shockingly so. Basically, this person put in concept art of their little character and the sprite sheet for the game, and told ChatGPT, "Hey, style transfer this character to this sprite sheet," and it just did it, and it worked.
Yeah,
Which
no,
is
it's
fucking crazy.
And here's the thing, also, right? If it were not such a, like, I guess, quote-unquote, simple character, I don't know how easily it would have done that.
Yeah,
Where I don't think that,
I want to play around with that.
you know,
Seems
that
very,
the,
very
I don't think the
interesting.
LLM is at a place where, like, it would be able to do something more complex or idiosyncratically stylized, you know?
Mhm.
But
This is, by the way, this is Spelunky HD, Guy Spelunky. I just
That's
downloaded
right.
a mod. I'm also playing a mod that replaces the music with music from Spelunky 1.
it literally does help her play better, which is the very funny thing.
Yes, literally, I'm much better at Spelunky 1 than I am 2, and I think that, like, the music in that game creates that, like, mental association with walking in.
Yeah, no, I get it.
And it like generally makes me play better. This is probably not going to be that time because I'm streaming and
Yeah,
talking.
streamer brain. Excuse me, Jesus.
Yeah, streamer
streamer
brain.
brain is real.
It's true.
And like, I want to say
Weird-ass
also,
intro.
like, I completely understand if anyone else also has like kind of a weird flinching reaction to the ChatGPT Little Grim Reaper mod, because that level of sophistication is uncanny in a way that I remember. You know, the human body is a crazy adaptable thing. I will say that much. Like, we adapt to new kinds of like shock and what the fuck very quickly. But I remember, like, whenever the Bing AI shit like first started, I fainted a few times.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And seeing it, like, seeing fucking ChatGPT make sense of, which I hate them for corporate reasons. A lot.
Yes, I hate OpenAI.
Yeah,
Fuck OpenAI.
Fuck OpenAI. Like, I'm sure we can all be there.
We can all
you know?
agree. Fuck
Like,
OpenAI.
Regardless of where you are with AI tools, you know, like,
Like, whether
and-
you think it's real art or not, or
Yeah.
any of that shit, we
I
can
don't
all
care.
agree.
I
We
respect
are
it
all
all.
on the same page that OpenAI as a company
is
is
really
deeply
evil.
That's
but
why I use DeepSeek when I can help it.
yeah, right. But
Ooh.
I
Closer.
did get that same kind of like uncanny whoa feeling in my gut from seeing it make sense of a sprite sheet in that way, and I've just been chewing on it since. Not really in any kind of an emotional way, just kind of a huh
Yeah.
in terms of what that will mean for later. So much of it has been, I mean, that's the thing, it is such an emotionally fraught area that I feel like the only way I can make any constructive sense of it is to continue allowing myself to chew and
Bro.
think instead of talk,
Yeah.
you know? But, I do very much understand, like, why people get defensive, upset, up in arms, and I also understand...
And
why-
scared.
Yeah, scared. And I also understand why people get so excited, and I don't think either one of them are wrong.
Yeah. It's funny, you and I are kind of... Ooh, I almost...
that was close.
Alright, that guy's going to hell, sorry. Wait, I could have just flown. I have a jetpack, I'm silly.
What you were gonna say, you and I.
Yeah, you and I are kind of on opposite ends in some senses with our, like, immediate gut reactions to AI.
Yeah,
Like-
but we, like, synthesize around the same point.
Exactly. Like, there are a lot of things about AI that I hate, and most of it has less to do with AI and more to do with, like, the nature of corporate greed and how technology...
yeah.
How new technologies are always synthesized under capitalism.
Oh, yeah.
Which is to say, in ways that hurt people.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. You can have that guy. Just out of the kindness of my heart.
Yeah. But you do have, I think that you have more, you have an optimism that I often
Yeah.
need.
I have a love for the technology itself because of what it is so, like... It is capable of doing things that we literally, as a human society,
Could benefit from.
and also, like, have never seen before. Like,
Yeah, which is
it
what makes it
drives
so
me-
scary, right?
Yeah, it drives me crazy the way people will look at, like, AI art and be like, huh, that's just garbage from the plagiarism machine, and not looking at how fucking crazy that we can have, like, an insanely comprehensive, detailed piece generated from a single
Yeah,
sentence.
You know,
Like,
it's-
how is that not cool to you? At least a little.
No, and I get it. Like, I gotta say, like, candidly, whenever this stuff was, like, first starting to come around, I was, I
Pretty freaked out.
I didn't want to talk about it. Anytime the conversation would come up, I would feel that, like, because I'm a very people kind of political guy. I'm always thinking about what this means for later.
Yeah.
You know, what this means for the sociopolitics of now and later. And so I would just immediately spiral and go, oh, no, I can't think about this right now. But I know that eventually I'm gonna have to.
That didn't work.
But like, where I'm at right now, I would consider simply measured. A tool is a tool, and it can be used for good or for bad, and often it can be used to a means that is really neutral.
Yeah.
All of this, by the way, to say that like I don't want anyone to feel like they cannot voice how they feel about this shit at any given time.
Yeah.
Because I literally understand it's fraud.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
Just also understand that if I agree with you, I will say how and why I disagree with you, but I'm not going to be an asshole.
yeah, no,
I'm not
like,
going to tell you fuck off with your bad opinion.
right? Literally. No, we were both like on pretty opposite ends of this. As a married couple, and we met in the middle. And I will say that I only enjoy the process of making my art more now because of it, and I do so with less fear.
Yeah.
You know, I know what I am afraid of and what I'm not afraid of. And I'm not afraid of the tool. I'm afraid of how some people might choose to use it, and how they will choose to.
Wow. Yeah.
Streamer brain is real.
It's true.
But like,
Another thing is that, like, I love garbage.
Sturgeon's Law, baby.
I think that trash is beautiful. And
Which I have to agree with you on because I am passionate about pulp. And pulp is trash.
I love the type of garbage that a certain type of person has made with AI. I've started calling a certain brand of AI image grandma bait.
That's exactly right. Well, because here's the thing. Even if it's not quote-unquote good art, it is a window and a useful tool into where we are in a social context, right?
Yeah.
And that is exactly what pulp is. I have made peace with a lot of very unnerving AI garbage.
They're so much smarter in this game than the first one.
I know! And by looking back to the purpose that pulp served around World War II and just after it, and I swear on my life, I know that these things were being painted by human hands, but the function, believe me, from the bottom of my heart, is exactly the same, and that it serves to titillate to the lowest common denominator on basis of feeling alone, often in a very socially reactionary space. Do you know what I mean? Like, the way that we see a certain kind of eye-rolling AI garbage right now feels very haunting and uncanny and strange.
But it is truly a reflection of the way we have always been.
It is. I think it is uncomfortable for that exact reason. We haven't outgrown that level of childish, sensationalist art that exists to titillate with no regard for consequence.
Yeah.
That was the nature of pulp, really wholly and totally. Like, oh, this beautiful lady, this beautiful, suspiciously Aryan lady has just been snatched up by this suspiciously racist caricature of a man, or hell, even like, oh, these people have been shrunken all tiny, and are being looked at by this mad scientist who definitely does not represent the entirety of the USSR and how threatened, the average American individual felt by the idea of that kind of collectivism under communism. These things literally have stayed the exact same. I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
Like, AI may have given people certain tools to realize these unsophisticated and childish ideas much faster. But the sentiment there is the same.
Yeah.
And much in the way that only some of the best and funniest and most unique pulp covers have survived to now, the same will happen again.
Yeah.
Sturgeon's Law is real. 90% of everything is crap. Yes,
You can say shit,
yes. Tanda, White Princess of the Jungle. That was the crux of all this horse shit. It was... I mean... Every single nasty... nasty fear and bigotry and I mean, just every little last bit of animal stupidity that you can come to expect from people in our current, socio-political sphere. I hope that by saying this, I'm not making anyone feel worse. What I mean to say is, we've been here before and we will get out of it again. And it's gonna be a little bit weird in the meantime while we're figuring this shit out, but like, so much of this trash that we're being bogged down with, it feels like it is overwhelming, and I promise you from the bottom of my heart, the exact same way it must have been overwhelming to everyone looking through pop culture post-war. Like, it's... And that's why I find my patience for it, you know? I know that, it's gonna take some time for people to figure out how to... how to both make peace with the new tool sets at our disposal and to use them, like, for very self-actualizing and creative means to pursue joy, to pursue art, and not just to get clicks.
Yeah.
You know? But they will. And no matter what, people will continue to draw, people will continue to paint, will continue to craft, will continue to make art in quote-unquote traditional means, because we literally love to and it's fun. Like, that's why I'm not scared of it now. It's like, we draw because it's fun. I draw because I'd go nutso if I didn't, and because no matter what words I plug into an LLM, it's not gonna scratch an itch the same way that, that just sitting down and doing it myself the way I know I can.
And there are some people in this world who will sit down and write something for like an image to or text to image generator and feel satisfied with the result and end there, and that's also okay.
Yeah, it is.
They are not losing some aspect of the human experience by engaging in an art in a way that is non-standard.
And that's okay. It literally, as I get older and older, I'm just like, man, it takes all kinds.
That is one big thing that frustrates me to no end about the trite, you know, is AI art like argument.
Man,
which,
we've been debating what art is forever, and it's
Yeah.
never gotten us anywhere.
and it's
at
like
all.
at the base core, like, what does a lower amount of effort, like in the creation of a piece, impact whether or not something is something that was created by a person? Because that's all that, like, if you really want to, like, bear down any sort of definition of art, like, it's completely value neutral. It's just something that a person made.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. When people say what is and isn't art, they want art to have a value statement attached. And the truth, in my opinion, that is both uncomfortable and also remarkably freeing, is that art is not a word that you can attach any kind of moral or value to. It is, like, at most, a word that we might be able to use to explain an experience that happens inside of your body whenever you see something and react to it. But that is so unique and individual that, like, look, every time we're trying to define art, we are getting away from shit that matters.
Yep.
You know? I love art. I love art so much, and I also am one of the biggest hard asses I know in terms of critiquing art. You know? I can bitch and bitch and bitch.
And I personally, wow, that happened twice.
It did.
I love bad art and I love garbage.
No, that's the thing. I love to critique, but that's the thing also, right? I do think critique is a form of art all its own. And where the hell would the critic be if there was not bad art? Well, we'd be fucked.
Ow.
Woo!
I thought that had already triggered.
But
I was wrong.
anyway, all that to say, like, I know this stuff is, like, we're still at a point in like our current culture where this stuff is kind of stepping on eggshells. I don't want anyone here to ever feel like they're stepping on eggshells whenever we're talking about it. Like,
I do.
no,
I want you to feel bad.
No, you don't.
If you have a different opinion from me, it's because we're not as smart as me. Sorry.
Sorry. She's kidding.
No, I'm not. Don't speak for me.
She's laughing, and that's how you know she's kidding. But no, yeah, like, that's another thing. Like, whenever it's down to stuff that, like, isn't about basic human survival, I love to disagree. It feels good to talk about something and have your world expand a little bit.
That was
Like,
a silly move.
I mean, so often, I mean, hell, how would my bubble ever grow if people didn't disagree with me?
Yeah.
It feels so fucking good. I love being friends with so many different kinds of leftists because I am regularly exposed to new viewpoints that, like, are slightly outside of my own, but they will open up. Like, it literally feels like my bubble gets bigger every single time.
I should have changed the
Cubby.
the thing. You know the thing. The category. Because we're not playing Teddy together anymore.
That's right.
And I also apparently never changed the tags, so I'm still tagged as randomizer. And I guess that's technically not false. It is a wordplay.
That's right.
But I think I'm starting to get to my point where I'm ready to call it. So after this run, I think we'll...
Yeah, this will be the last, the last hurrah.
Mm-hmm.
But
if we're lucky, I'll probably die on the next stage.
Thanks everybody for hearing us out about that one and not getting the pitchforks out, because I literally, I'm not kidding when I understand, like, when I say that I understand, like, on a visceral level that this stuff can get, like, painful and scary. And whenever, like, I talk about it, my fear really isn't making someone mad. It's stirring in someone that exact same, like, sense of tenseness in my gut that I remember so strongly. Like, it is a very unique kind of stress. But, like, I think it's good to be able to talk about it and also, you know, be relaxed while you're doing it.
Yeah.
It's like...
I love Percy.
Me too. Good
So
God,
anyway,
he drives me crazy.
My goal, I try to use anything related to OpenAI as little as possible, but there are some tools that it has that other things just don't.
I know.
So something I want to
proprietary
do,
shit.
something I want to do is see if I can't do a style transfer of getting Percy to be like a little chubby anthro cat and then using that as reference to make a sprite sheet. I want to see if that would work or not.
Yeah, no, that I like that idea, because the thing is, I want to draw you.
Yeah.
I want to be the one to draw you a Spelunky sprite sheet out of pride.
Yeah.
But having that as a reference to, like, help.
And honestly, I think there would be absolutely no shame in drawing like a handful of images for the sprite sheet and then having an AI fill in the rest, because there's a level of tedium to that.
Oh, no, definitely. It would just depend on where my body's at.
Exactly.
You know,
And also, I think it's cool. I think, personally, I think it's cool that an AI can do that.
No, like, I don't think you're wrong. I think that we're at a very interesting place.
Like, people get so caught up in the catastrophizing, they forget that these are tools that can be used for, like, various reasons.
Well, yeah,
and
I mean,
just...
the thing is, I literally just always go back to the way that, in specifically really the mid to late 19th century, photography had already been used a fair deal for documentation purposes alone. Photography was a historical tool. The idea of photography being used to post things like still lifes and make art was utter blasphemy in the art world, and
it
the people
made people
who did it
very, very angry.
viscerally angry in a way that I imagine is very much like what we're seeing right now.
Oh yeah.
And people brought out all manner of the same arguments that you see now. Well, there's no human hand involved. Well, it's too flat. It's too unimaginative. But you know, now we take it as a given that to stage a still life or to understand the value of a composition is in itself part of the eye of an artist, and so much of what a photographer must learn to you know, learn secondhand. I mean, like, we have several friends, Matt in particular, oh my god, his photos.
Yeah.
He is, like, the best art photographer that I think we know personally. I think that it's something that people will soften on with time, but it is something that time will have to be the only salve.
Absolutely.
People have to first see, like, something exist as it is for a while, and then make sure the world doesn't explode.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, it just needs to be normalized, really, and it will.
And that's the thing, right? Once these kinds of wheels are
Sorry,
in motion...
dude, I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry, I didn't see your shop there. Guys.
Oh, shit! You know.
I tried to grab onto that. chain, but I missed, and that happened.
Once those wheels are in motion, you know, best thing you can do for your own body is just make peace with where you're at and keep making your art anyway. And if anything, now the world will be more full of art, and that means 90% of it, thank you Sturgeon, will be shit. But 10% is probably gonna kick ass.
Yeah. Well, this has been a really, really fun stream. We streamed for a good amount of time.
Yeah, about
I think
3
we're probably
hours.
about 3.5 hours now.
And me, I'm just now hitting that part of my energy curve where I'm
Yeah,
just about
it's
ready
time to
for-
wind down
Yeah.
and chill out and have fun and
So thank you all so much
do
for
what feels good.
yeah, for saying hi to our boy Oogie with us and
Yeah.
meeting him, and we will
definitely be coming back. Look
Yeah.
forward to that. I wouldn't be surprised if we made that a regular, like, hey, maybe a Sunday stream thing.
Hey, that'd be nice.
That would be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
A Sunday check-in on our
Yeah,
boy.
on our boy Oogie.
And we'll probably play it a little bit while we're not streaming as well.
Yeah, just a little bit. In the future, I mean, like, I'm still figuring out what I might want to do, but I do want to play Style Savvy.
Absolutely.
Who knows? I don't think I'll be doing, like, drawing streams, but some other kind of creativity stream would be nice.
Absolutely. I genuinely want to do, we had talked about this a little bit, Fashion Fridays.
Yeah.
The idea of doing a very low stakes, chill fashion stream where we play different fashion games, you know, returning to some at times, maybe sticking with one for a few weeks in a row, but fashion game centric because he is so good at it. I have to, I mean, everyone will understand immediately once it's in front of them
Shucks, I
that,
know.
like, if you, it's the same way, like, he's good at Animal Crossing in the same way, and a lot of people would hear that and be like, how do you be good at Animal Crossing? It's a life sim, and it's coordination. It is a sense of interior design and fashion that is beautifully, like, rare, and, like, it is...
Oh,
He's
he's
a
just
gem.
gassing me up.
I am, because I love you, and also it's because all of these things are incredibly true.
I love you. You're nice to me.
I would hope so.
But,
But look forward to that. Who knows, you might see that next week.
yeah, we'll see.
But
Energy level's been good.
yeah, don't know when the next stream will be. Probably sometime this week. I'll probably continue that Zelda 2 run.
Yeah.
And see if we can't finish that up, or might take 2 more streams. We'll have to see.
Yeah, we'll figure it out from there. But thank you guys for coming. This was a lot of fun.
Yeah. All
So,
right.
We'll see ya. Thanks,
I'll see you all
everybody.
around.
Bye.
So long.